Number 6 wants us to write the equation of a line given the information below. So really, this is not that different from problems 1 through 4, right? But problems 1 through 4 were in the context of word problems. And in some way, those are easier because we can think through what slope means, what y-intercept means. It's not as abstract. So we don't have to just go through the motions. But the bottom line is you're still just looking for slope and y-intercept. And they've given you clues, okay? So in the case of A, they just straight out give you the slope and y-intercept. In the case of B, they give you the slope and then they give you a clue. In the case of C, they just give you 2 points. Okay, so I'm gonna do number C, and then you should be able to do A and B from that. So from these clues, the idea is you wanna get the slope first. So a rate of change. Now you could plot those points, -2, +4, and +5, -6, right? And then kind of get a sense of what the slope is going to be and count if you want to do rise over run. Sometimes that helps me to really get a visual for what I'm looking at. I can see just very clearly that this is going to be a negative slope. And you can count rise over run. But you can also just do it straight from the points. I see that I'm rising, my run increases by 7, while my rise decreases by 10. So I see that I have a slope of -10/7. And now I need to figure out kind of where it's crossing the y-axis. And from my sketch, I might guess somewhere around 0, but this is just a sketch. So I really can't trust this as being exact. What I can trust is using the equation. So we know that in general, we have y = mx + b. And at this point, we have enough information where we can plug -10 in for the m, -10/7 in for the m, and then we can plug in things like we know that when x is -2, y is going to be 4. So we can use that as a clue to help us figure out what b is. Because whatever b is better make this situation happen. So now we can just solve for b. Multiplying that equals -20/7 plus b. And then now we need to add 20/7 to both sides. So 4 and 27ths, but that's not a very good way to write that. So 4 is the same thing as 28/7. So that means b is going to be equal to 48/7 exactly. You can round that if you want, if you put it in your calculator, but it's always better if you can to just use exact numbers. So now we know our slope is -10/7 and our y-intercept is 48/7, and so we can write our general equation. And this is what you're looking for the whole time. We just use clues about how to find the slope and how to find the y-intercept. You can do the same on these other 2 problems.